All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the ECAC NBA 2K semifinals. It's your post-University Eagles Psychic WB on the Lakers, taking on TurnoverTim of the University of Central Missouri on the Celtics tonight. And with me is the 2K master Sandwich himself. How's it going, Sandwich?
Doing really good, as you see Psychic already off to a hot start. I mean, basketball's a game of runs, Denny, but it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint tonight. Psychic has to get through a best of 5 if he wants to book his
That's
ticket
right.
into our grand final. But right now, Denny's looking pretty good, off to a 5-0 start.
Yeah, we missed the first few possessions because I was waiting for those first adjustments to start the stream and was a tad bit late, so I apologize for that. But we are in it now, and yeah, Sandwich, like you said, so far a minute of really solid defense by Psychic. Another good possession as well. Tough shot, but the rebound for TurnoverTim getting put back with authority, and it's 5-2.
And it looks like, I mean, TurnoverTim's running a very big lineup. Al Horford. Oh
Ooh,
my
ooh,
goodness,
a
Psychic.
poster.
Right through the defense, taller than usual, but it
Uh-huh.
doesn't matter. Psychic's still going over the top.
It's funny, right as you said that.
My
That happens.
Yeah,
Kester
ironic.
curse
Turnover
in a good
Tim.
way.
He's playing
Oh.
with 2 centers, Denny. He has Kristaps, a
Mm-hmm.
very tall 7'4", down there on the left block at the free throw line there. And then on the other side, you have Al Horford, 2 very tall players, 7'4" and 6'10". Probably looking to bother Psychic's very strong slashers. Of course, LeBron James with the ball in his hands. We're very familiar how well he can attack the basket. Psychic's already doing it well in this game.
Yeah, classic Psychic right now, putting LeBron James on point guard, driving in, either looking for just going straight to the rack or dishing it out to the open man for the three. That time was AD, wasn't able to get a good release, and unfortunately off the mark. But now Psychic looking to make a stop on defense here.
Gotta guard
Little
multiple
floater.
pick and rolls.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the second one, but yeah, turnover Tim that time, finding the opening that second time.
Yeah, Tim actually, fun fact, TurnoverTim was the very first NBA 2K ECAC champion way back in the first season. I believe it was 2K either 21 or 2K22, as Psychic drains a 3 from downtown to put himself up 4. But yeah, Tim, is looking for a return to glory. And by the way, both of these players, swan songs, if you will, as Psychic gets a nice steal there, as Psychic will be transferring at the end of this semester to Georgia, as another Austin Reeves 3 there by Psychic puts him now ahead by 7. But Psychic will be transferring after this year. Not sure if he'll be playing 2K for his new school, but remains to be seen. But in any case, his post days will be done after the end of this season. And TurnoverTim is a senior. Like I said earlier, he was the first ever NBA 2K champ. He's been competing for 4 years now as one of the biggest, one of the most amounts of experience of any of these 2K players in the entire season. Sandwich as unfortunate violation there, stepping out of bounds as Psychic with the turnover.
Yeah, but besides the turnover, you like how he's looking from the outside. You're making 3-pointers with Anthony Davis. That's the soft spot, if you will, in terms of, people you really want to be taking a lot of 3-pointers with Psychic. Able to make them
Wow.
with AD, able to get the stop as well, but giving up that offensive rebound.
Yeah, a good stop because it was looking like a pretty decent drive to the basket there. But gets the offensive rebound, second chance for Tim, and he will drain the 3.
Of course,
4-point lead for
turnovers
Psychic.
him a whole lot of height. We mentioned it. It helps on defense, but of course on offense, it's already
Wow.
led to 2 offensive rebounds. Psychic again going right through the defense, though.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of that last week with Psychic when he was facing Cactus, as he was running that zone defense. So it was the constant drive in, kick out, and Psychic really had to rely on those threes. But now we're seeing Tim playing a little bit more of a traditional style tonight, and Psychic able to just kind of back down and get those easy buckets. But a 3-ball here for Tim, keeping it close.
Yeah, on defense, Psychic's been backing down under the screens on the pick and roll. Turnover Tim's fired over the top with that space twice. He's made both of them. Psychic getting bottled up here in the corner. What can he do? Hopefully get Austin Reeves free. No, it's a Rui Hachimura 3-pointer. It's off the mark.
Yeah, 32% contested. That's going to adjust the shot just a bit, and it was just enough for Psychic. Wide open here for Tim, and he drains it, and we are tied at 15.
Whole lot of experience for Tim. Surely a lot of experience with these releases. Jason Tatum 3 for 3 to start game one here for TurnoverTim. Psychic looking to turn the corner. Oh, slight hesitation. Had a chance at a mid-range, but instead it's that mismatch generator Psychic loves to work with. How is TurnoverTim going to respond? It's going to leave a wide open three-pointer for LeBron James, and Psychic's going to cash out.
Yes, sir. The 3 points from LeBron, the dual threat. As 10 seconds left in the first quarter here, TurnoverTim's got to work fast. No shot clock. Nice pass inside, but it's nothing doing. Now Psychic's got to be quick here. 5 to shoot. He's got to throw one up. Tough shot, and it's off the mark. But a good defensive stand for Psychic at the end of the first, and he's up 3.
Very hot shooting
From both
squads to start this game, Denny. Holy cow.
Yeah, both players coming out of the gate swinging, that's for sure. It's going to be a very high-scoring affair if this continues. As now we see some stamina timeouts.
Yep, well aware. Got to keep your starters energized in this high-scoring affair. You don't want to... I mean, we've seen moments towards the end of the first half where some of Psychic starters have that Gatorade symbol, these sort of timeouts. So we've mentioned you're going to keep that stamina high for as long as possible. But seems TurnoverTim taking this chance to perhaps do some adjustments here.
Yeah, potentially. This is definitely a much longer... this is definitely much longer than just your standard stamina timeout at this point. So yeah, Tim definitely making some adjustments here.
And you wonder what... I mean, his offense was looking good, Denny, not to cut you off, but probably some issues on defense. I mean, I'm not sure what dial you turn, because again, as Psychic calls the second stamina timeout, TurnoverTim's already got a lot of tall bodies out there, put in 2 centers at the 5 and the 4 spot. So you wonder what else it's going to do to kind of adjust defensively to what Psychic's got going on.
Yeah, and despite all that height down low, Psychic still has managed to get a couple points in the paint. So nice cut to the basket play there from Tim, wasting no time to cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, both of those centers that TurnoverTim bring in are threats to shoot. AD a threat to shoot so far in this game. Psychic can't hit that one from the corner. But yeah, cut to the basket. Going to have to be in the back of Psychic's mind as that layup on the fast break. Just going to be off the mark. Psychic, his turn for some fast break offense.
Now that's what I like to see. Get out in transition, get the ball to your best 3-point shooter, and knock it down. 4-point lead for Psychic now.
That cut to the basket. Again, the paint very clear because both Kristaps and Al Horford threats to shoot. There's that pick and pop with Kristaps Porzingis, but it's off target.
Defended as well as it possibly could be, I think, there by Psychic. They managed to get a hand in the face at the last second. I didn't see if it was actually contested, considering, what 2K said. As a pass down low, back out to AD from the corner. No good, and rebound to Tim. Neither player really able to... Psychic not able to kind of pull away, though he's gotten a couple opportunities from Tim now. As the LeBron James in transition. Layup does not fall, but it is a shooting foul, so James will shoot 2 at the line here. Psychic with a chance to go up by multiple possessions. Misses the first. And drains the second, so it's going to be a 5-point lead now for Psychic with 3:45 left to play in the second.
Lights out shooting from the first quarter, Denny. Signs of slowing down. Both teams are combined 1 for 4 from 3-point land to start the second quarter of play.
Yeah, and that one was Psychic on Austin Reeves on that transition. Ooh, getting the defender to jump. It's going to be a wide open 3 now for Tim, and he drains it. Psychic needs to try to limit those defensive mistakes if he wants to try to pull away and take this game 1. Again, the game 1 result so important as LeBron James had a little bit of daylight there, and Psychic took full advantage, gets the easy bucket. But yeah, Sandwich, the game 1 result so incredibly important, right? Because that gives you, that basically gives you the last chance for to make adjustments, right? If the series ends up going to the distance, because we're in it for a long one tonight. If these players go back and forth, so
yeah, if there's a chess analogy, you want to be playing those white pieces because they end up going first. The same thing here. If you get that game 1 victory, you're always going to have that edge in the adjustments column. Psychic looking for an edge on offense here. Slight hesitation on that fast break, and the layup goes down.
Was that Hachimura?
Yeah, Rui Hachimura down there. Slight height disadvantage for him, but Psychic's done so well attacking this height, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Yeah, unfortunately that time, but First team foul for Psychic, so not too worried about the bonus so far.
Yeah, this is a pretty big possession here for Tim. He does not want to give Psychic an opportunity to go up by 8 or 9 here if he is not able to get a bucket.
Surely more pick and pop. How's Psychic
Yep,
going to
there it
respond?
is.
TurnoverTim rejects the screen and now running right
Oh,
to the rack for the
ooh,
slam.
poster there from Tim, taking full advantage of that height mismatch.
If
And
Psychic gets AD out of position defensively, Denny, there's very little in terms of a second line of defense that Psychic has to throw at a player that tall. Psychic throws the interception on offense there. TurnoverTim with a chance to cut it and make it a one possession game.
yeah, really trying to force that cut to the basket play too much there from by Psychic. But playing good defense on the other end now here. 5 to shoot for Tim. He's got to work quickly.
No time for that second pick and roll. Just has to
Tough
rise up,
shot.
giving up a lot of height. But yet
Ooh.
again, TurnoverTim on the offensive board.
Very key offensive putback there by Tim, and now the lead just 2. This game neck and neck. Psychic has managed to keep a lead for most of it, but Tim is definitely constantly clawing at his heels here. Another forced pass across the court, and another turnover here for Psychic as Tim gets a nice transition bucket, and we're tied up again, 26-all.
Psychic saw the cutting AD a little bit late, so when he finally throws the pass, ends up throwing it right into the field of Boston Celtics players. A lot of space on that pick and roll. The lob is no good.
Yeah, there was a little bit too much contest there, and Tim, with his first lead of the night off the transition points, Psychic going to have to take a deep breath here, try to reset mentally, and just run his offense the way that he knows he can run it.
Another AD three-pointer, and it's off target. He had a chance to hit Torian Prince in the left corner as well, but he's continued to feed AD these three-pointers. Has been, unfortunately, a little more missed than hit so far in this game. As Kristaps, another three-pointer. Similarly, both centers for these teams tonight, a little bit more missed than hit. Psychic in the corner with Torian Prince. Thought about it, doesn't end up taking it. So no fast break offense here, but Psychic, he's got a slight mismatch here with Drew Holiday. What is Psychic going to come up with here?
Beautiful drop step spin move there. And we're tied up at 28 as Tim going to call a timeout here with 24 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, if I had to guess, TurnoverTim wants some adjustments, what to do in help defense scenarios. Psychic's had multiple chances with that mismatch generator that we like to talk about, although he calls a second one, so maybe might just be his turn for the stamina timeouts.
Yeah, I think so, Sandwich. But yeah, it's we're approaching now the crucial third quarter, which with the game being this close, literally still tied, almost heading into halftime. Third quarter is going to be very important to see who is able to actually have an advantage getting into the fourth quarter, but also keeping their starters rest, right? So this is going to be a big test of who is better with the bench players. 5 to shoot now, pass inside from Tim. Doesn't get the first layup to go as the putback, and that's no good either. And a good defensive hold from Psychic as we're still tied up at 28. And remember, everyone, regardless of the result tonight, we will have another match for you next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. The only question is whether it'll be the championship game or the third place match. Psychic trying to get back to his second championship game in his career. The first one, of course, last spring, the spring 2023 season, when he took it all and ended up getting the sweep. 3-0 over Mr. Clean in the finals last spring, as we are now fully into the start of the third quarter. Oh, wow, Psychic really lucked out there. That could have been an easy and one as Tatum was going up for the slam and got fouled, but it was just enough to mess up the actual dunk. He will drain both, and it's a 2-point lead for Tim.
Interesting decision by Tim. He put the bench unit in to end the second quarter, but so far here in the third, TurnoverTim comes out with the starters, and Psychic, who started with the bench mob on that first possession, bringing the starters back in after that free throw. Stamina certainly going to be a question. Austin Reeves, he's bothered in the corner, and Psychic not able to hit as a result.
Yeah, it was considered wide open by 2K, but yeah, Psychic just unable to knock it down. Yeah, so I'm curious, Sandwich, what is the substitution policy, or what is the substitution strategy here for Psychic as Tim gets another bucket?
It seems like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw way more stamina timeouts here in this third quarter, Denny. If I remember correctly, you enter the fourth quarter with as many as 4 timeouts. You see a Psychic misses that jump hook down there under the basket. TurnoverTim still has 5. But with both players keeping their starters in, I wouldn't be surprised if both sides maybe throw 1 or 2 timeouts as we head into the fourth quarter, or perhaps midway through the third, bring their bench unit in.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit dire for Psychic. He needs to get some buckets pretty soon. There's a good start there, cutting the lead now down to 4. Psychic has been up by as many as 6, and now down by 4. TurnoverTim really doing a nice job so far here in this third quarter. Oh, wow, Anthony Davis with the hands. Great awareness there. Picks off that pass.
Psychic just looking to go coast to coast with the Lakers big man, but he's got to face down Kristaps Porzingis. No mismatch in the paint this time for Psychic. He's going to look to attack elsewhere. It's out of that Austin Reeves pick and roll. Can't quite find a three-pointer. Going to find AD inside, but 4 seconds left to play. Psychic has to move, and quickly the pick and fade might be too little, too late, and it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, good defensive stand there by Tim. Didn't really, I think Psychic just kind of let AD handle the ball a little too long there. Didn't really know exactly what he wanted to do with the offensive possession. Oh, and it's going to be an and one on the other end for Tim. A huge play there from TurnoverTim.
So now TurnoverTim hits the free throw. He has his largest lead of this game, getting close to matching Psychic. So by this time, how is Psychic going to respond when he's down by this many points? It's a drive right to the rack. AD in the corner yet again. If I'm Psychic, you want to run some sort of action to get Austin Reeves free, but the pick and roll going to be bottled up. Psychic running right to the rack. Another AD slam.
Yeah, beautiful job. Recognizing that the defense was kind of a little bit preoccupied with dealing with LeBron in the paint, and Anthony Davis had a free lane to drive in and get the slam. It's a nice, easy bucket from Psychic. Free ball, that's heavily contested in the corner, 100% smothered. An uncharacteristic shot selection there by Tim. Austin Reeves mid-range from the sideline, and it's good. Now a one-possession game sandwich.
Yeah, it's a heavyweight fight. Both teams have had massive leads, but Psychic taking his turn to swing. It's a one-possession game. A stop here would be huge. TurnoverTim gets that paint touch, but he kicks it out, and unfortunately able to turn the corner with Kristaps there.
Yeah, good drive. Taking advantage of the defense there. As we're approaching the end of the third now, and yeah, I'm starting to get concerned for the Lakers starters here.
Ooh.
What was that? What? What was that animation? It looked like he was going up for a dunk, and then it just was a layup somehow? I don't understand that. Oh, and another and one. Wow. Austin Reeves trying to interrupt that one, but it just ends up falling and missing the free throw, though, so just 2 points on that possession for Tim. Still a 5-point lead now. The Celtics user, LeBron James from the three-quarter mark. No good.
A wide open three-pointer, but probably stamina beginning to creep in. Didn't have that Gatorade symbol just yet, but even as players hit that AD 70% stamina mark, the three-point ratings begin to fall, but Derek White, TurnoverTim, still hitting that time from the top of the key there.
Yeah, Psychic's got to cut into this lead a little bit by the end of the third, or it's going to be very, very difficult for him in the fourth. Mismatch. Wow. Defended well by Tim. And now Tim has a chance to really put the dagger in.
Psychic playing help defense this time. You see him on Rui Hachimura at the top of the floor. Doesn't want to let anything get past him now. Going to give up the step back three-pointer. He'll happily take it. A chance to cut into this lead at the end of the quarter.
Oh, good pass inside. Doesn't want to take the shot, though.
Because he's found that mismatch and goes right to the rack with it.
Excellent decision-making that time from Psychic. No need to take the risky shot. Just utilize that mismatch. Ooh, but a back-breaking three on the other end from Tim. He's been lights out so far pretty much this entire game. It's like he needs to answer.
Tim's done such a good job just bottling up Austin Reeves. Psychic not able to find any window here with 4 seconds left to play. Last second offense. Psychic's got to go and quickly going to be fouled with 0.6 left on the clock.
Good drive there. Wasn't able to make the shot, but now shooting free throws with the Gatorade symbol does make the first. These free throws very important for Psychic. Yep. Drains both.
Yeah, there's that last time out. Again, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. TurnoverTim recognizes that. A little bit of extra stamina. It seems so far in game one, Denny, both players, I mean, we're just all starters all the time here.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get a quick shot off here. I don't think that was off in time. Yeah. An excellent third quarter for TurnoverTim as we've gone from a tie game to a 7-point lead for Tim, as this game has been swinging back and forth all night, Sandwich. So it all comes down to the fourth quarter here. Will Psychic be able to make the comeback, or will Tim hold on and take game one?
Psychic some extra stamina timeouts, and I believe it's because he had his bench unit in, recognized that yet again, TurnoverTim starting the quarter with his starters, maybe a chance to get some substitutions, or again, as the second one goes down, just extra stamina in that starting lineup that's gotten a lot of reps here in game one of our semifinal.
Yeah, generally not the substitution strategy that you want to go with, or that Psychic's used to, I should say, but really feeling the pressure from Tim's offense and really needing to cut into the lead a little bit here, as there was 5 minutes left to play.
Psychic starters back in, saving that last timeout in case there's any late clock shenanigans like we've seen throughout this playoff. Psychic gonna hit AD in the corner. He had Austin Reeves up top. He sees it a little late and it's bottled up. Running back that pick and roll. I mean, Psychic just hasn't been open from three-point land out of these pick and rolls from the top. AD bottled up in the corner. A tough shot, but he's fouled.
He's fouled. A really bad foul from Tim, honestly. Had a very good defensive possession up until that very last second where he commits the foul and gives AD 2 free throws here. Splits them. And it's a lead down to 6 now.
Oh, what a pass.
Yeah, good help defense, though. Oh, but he's inside now. Yep, that's an easy slam for Tim. Lead back up to 8.
Again, AD slightly out of position, but with that center at 7-4 for TurnoverTim, that's all he needs. Psychic wide open from three-point land. Hasn't had that shot all game. Unfortunately, that time it's no good.
Yeah, it was wide open, but it was very deep. Another deep 2-pointer here from Tim. I don't know about that shot selection, but Psychic will certainly take it as he needs all the stops he can get now. Oh,
Psychic going wing to wing there. Didn't want to take
nice
the
pass.
wide open slam. Not going to make that same mistake twice.
Yeah, he probably thought that the center was about to come over and contest, and then he just kind of bailed out at the last second. So, yeah, really awkward series of events, but ends up going in Psychic's favor as the lead now down to 6. Psychic needs a good series of stops here.
And roll defense. Wow. Gonna bother that layup, but it's still good for TurnoverTim.
Yeah, honestly, not too much to complain about there on the defensive end for Psychic. He defended that pretty well. That was just a really nice animation that Tim got on that drive.
Surely more LeBron, Austin Reeves pick and roll, because it's either a slam for LeBron or, I mean, Austin Reeves fading down some mid-range there. Unfortunate for Psychic. This last chance, that's a pick and roll offense here. Going to be a mid-ranger, and Psychic can't cash out.
Yeah, not a bad shot again, wide open, but generally not what you want to see with LeBron specifically. You want, like you said, either the 3 points, the 3-point shot, or the just drive to the basket. But a good stop on the other end.
Well, Psychic thought about it, but TurnoverTim again. The long arms of Kristaps there surely going to bother the 3-pointer, and Psychic has recognized that mismatch yet again. Slight signs of help, but Psychic burying his man under the basket for 2 points.
Yeah, good job making use of that mismatch, but we're going to need to see a lot more of that as we are now halfway through the fourth quarter. Psychic's really got to start picking it up.
TurnoverTim gets into the paint, but a lot of Lakers waiting for him. Psychic staying connected here. That last second pick and roll coming in now. TurnoverTim going to reject the screen for the 3-pointer. It's off target.
Yeah, good shot there from Tim. Good shot selection, but oh, nice pass inside to AD. Doesn't want to pull the trigger, though.
Psychic maybe looking for a 3-pointer here. Has a chance going downhill. Can't find LeBron as he
that was ugly.
For the alley-oop.
That was ugly, and it's going to be an and 1 for Tim on the other end. That honestly might seal it unless Psychic gets really hot from beyond the arc, because now we're looking at 9 points. A little under 2 minutes to play. This is going to be an extremely impressive comeback as Psychic's able to take this game.
Psychic going into that pick and fade. There's that Gatorade symbol. Surprised it's taken this long to even arrive with about a minute and a half left to play. A risky pass into the corner, and it's picked off.
Yeah, if Tim scores here, it's probably GG. Oh, misses the dunk. And a small glimmer of hope here for Psychic.
Trying to find the wide open man for 3 points. He had Torian Prince there in the right corner, opted not to take it. Rui Hachimura under the
Ooh.
screen, he hits.
Okay. Okay, little signs of life here. Still a 6-point deficit, though. Psychic's almost at the point where he'll need to start fouling.
I'm Psychic, you wait as long as you can for that foul game, Denny, because you only have one timeout. Turnover Tim, 3-pointer
Oh,
from the
that
corner.
may
He
seal it.
responds.
Yeah, that may seal it. Now only 63 seconds. Psychic's got to work extremely fast on every possession here and drain every 3 to even have a shot.
My Park moves the crossover to get into the paint, but he's still bottled up. Going to kick the ball out. Pick and roll. Turnover Tim goes under it. Psychic fires. Can't hit.
Yeah, that's probably game. And Austin Reeves did have the Gatorade symbol as well, as we see double contest here. That shot's off the mark, but Tim will definitely be taking game 1 here as only 30 seconds to play. And Psychic with another turnover. Definitely just trying to force too much now. But I think he's kind of seen the writing on the wall, just trying to make some stuff work here at the end of the game. But yep, Tim will take game 1 here. Very well played from him, especially in the third quarter, I think. Sandwich specifically, like, he did a really nice job with his substitution strategy, and at the end of the day, just hit more shots than Psychic.
Yeah, did a very good job keeping his players well rested, like you mentioned, and Psychic perhaps not used to the unique substitution pattern, playing with a lot of players with that Gatorade symbol. And I mean, Psychic had his moments in the first quarter attacking the length that Turnover Tim brought to the game, but we saw Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis, that length, that height, a problem for Psychic as the game wore on. So you want to see how Psychic adjusts to that as the series progresses.
Yeah, great point, Sandwich. But Turnover Tim will take game 1, and we'll be back with game 2 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back with the start of game 2 here. TurnoverTim taking game 1. The hoodie is off for me. Matching jerseys with Sandwich now.
Psychic. Really want to see how he responds. No cause for concern just yet, as it's a best of 5. Psychic rising from mid-range, unable to cash out. TurnoverTim's got that early rebound.
Yeah, this Celtics team is just so good. Very high overalls on pretty much every position. Good height. Really, really difficult to do poorly with them. Mid-range shot is off the mark, though. Psychic with a chance to tie now here early in game 2.
Want to see Psychic get AR-15 more involved. Austin Reeves took 1 3-pointer in all of game 1. I don't know if Psychic's going to be performing at a very high level on offense if he can't get that man more involved. But you see TurnoverTim in the corner, looking to hedge defense, not let Austin Reeves get free. Psychic just forced to take it right inside, does so there.
Yep, and that's the advantage of the Lakers lineup here is you have that dual threat in Reeves and LeBron, as well as AD, as an interesting animation there from Tim, but it ends up falling. Look for Psychic to try to get out to a big lead early here. Keep the pressure off as Austin Reeves with a step back 3, and it's good. Exactly what Psychic said he needed to do is drain those threes, and it's a good start there from Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, even in game 1, even when Psychic was going to that Austin Reeves LeBron pick and pop, it felt like every time Psychic was catching that ball in the mid-range area, that time just rising from 3-point land. But TurnoverTim, he's keeping the pressure hot. He's staying in the lead here, 6-5, halfway through this first quarter.
Yeah, nice drive there. Jason Tatum just able to turn the corner. Got AD in the corner. And that's money. That's exactly the type of plays that Psychic needs to capitalize on in order to take this game and take this series. And a really good start here, hitting back-to-back threes.
And the AD threes are that big one. It really will elevate Psychic's offense to the next level when TurnoverTim really has to extend out. Psychic can drive to the basket with the Lakers big man, creates all sorts of hurt if Psychic can hit those AD 3-pointers. Oh, a heavily contested layup. But TurnoverTim gets to fall.
Yep. TurnoverTim kind of lucked out a little bit on that one, to be honest. 70% contested. That is pretty much a coin flip at that rate. But LeBron, yep. He's got some daylight. Yep, he's got some daylight there, and he's going to take full advantage. Tim not fast enough on the defensive rotation over, and LeBron with those really good animations. But gets one back right on the other side with the perfect answer.
Both players respecting the pick and pop that time, Danny. Both players giving up wide open slams in the painted area. Pick and pop, not too much contact on the screen though, and so Psychic or TurnoverTim rather able to stay home, bottle up that 3-pointer. Daylight for Psychic. It's off target, but we have the board.
Oh, wow, great drive, but it just layup unable to get it to fall. Nice drive from AD though. So you can't be too mad at these possessions where you don't score as long as you get a good shot off or you make a good play. And that's exactly what that was right there. It's like he's just unable to get the ball through the net.
Looking good on defense, though. Got to keep AD in the painted area with Kristaps, but you leave
it's two.
Al Horford wide open. He can shoot too. TurnoverTim hits that time.
Yeah, he stepped in front of the three-point line, though, so that was only a two-pointer. Even though it was a very, very deep two-pointer.
Oh, Psychic overthinking it that time. He assumed his shot was going to get spiked, and he throws the turnover because of it, gives up the dunk on the other end.
Yeah, it looks like he's just, like you said, Sandwich, overthinking it a little bit. The offensive risky pass down to AD.
Yeah. Psychic, he's buried Jason Tatum into the basket. Yeah, and he's going to score that time because of it.
Yeah, Psychic lucking out a little bit, I think, that time as well with that animation. But, yeah, good work in the paint. Another two from the corner, and that's good. 4-point lead now for Tim as we approach the end of the first.
Psychic, very high ball screen, room service, the high arcing layup, the acrobatics in the air. Psychic still gets it to fall.
Taking advantage of those LeBron animations once again. Coming out a little bit too far on that help and leaves the lane wide open. 2.9 seconds now. Pass up. Gets it off. No good, though. And it's a 4-point lead for Tim as we head into the second quarter.
Very close game, still nothing to worry about. Love that Psychic finally gets AR-15 involved in the action. Fired one time in that first quarter. Certainly want to see more of that throughout this game.
Yeah, that's something that I think Tim is very conscious of, limiting the opportunities for Psychic to hit those threes.
Yeah, we saw multiple times. It was Psychic running that pick and fade. Austin Reeves is open, but TurnoverTim is letting Psychic have wide open dunks because he's using defenders to block out Austin Reeves on the 3-point line, forcing Psychic to take twos instead of threes here. The standard stamina timeout fair. It's Psychic calling the first three. TurnoverTim still with all of his timeouts left at his disposal with the lead here.
Oh, great cuts to basket. Yeah, AI did not see that fast enough.
Yeah, and Psychic's thinking about defending the pick and pop too with Kristaps on the left side. So TurnoverTim sends some action on the right side. Psychic can't respond.
Cut to basket of his own there, though, from AD that time. Gets the reverse jam. Lead back down to 4. Oh, great drive there. Easy buckets for Tim. It's like he's got to do a better job closing up the holes in the paint.
Yeah, a whole lot of easy buckets for everyone involved in the second quarter. Who's going to be the one to come up with that first stop? Psychic in the painted area. But TurnoverTim buried under the basket. Still 7 feet 4 in the painted area. Comes up with the stop.
Forcing that one a little bit in the paint. And Tim going to get a nice stop.
That pick and pop. Psychic staying in the airspace, but he's behind because of that slight hesitation from TurnoverTim, and he pays because of it. TurnoverTim with the slam.
Yeah, Psychic, I think, respecting the three-pointer a little bit too much from Tim. It's a good drive, though, and James will get it to fall.
Yeah, I agree, Denny. At some point, Psychic's just going to have to force TurnoverTim to shoot a couple of those with Kristaps. He hasn't been, lights out with Kristaps Porzingis. Does that layup? I don't even think it hits the rim. Psychic going the other way with it.
Important possession here for Psychic. Good drive from AD. Very nice job coming into from the side of the paint. That way you have more time to work with before you have to be worried about the 3-second violation instead of having to come from the top of the key, go all the way down. So good positioning there from Psychic.
Love how decisive he was as well. He recognized TurnoverTim.
Oh,
TurnoverTim hung up on that play. Psychic not hung up on defense. They'll come up with the turnover right to the rack. It's blocked by TurnoverTim.
Wow. TurnoverTim gives up a turnover, but then with some great defense on the other end, Reeves with a deep 3. Oh, just barely off the mark. That would have been huge for Psychic, but the lead's still at 4 points.
Tim can't turn the corner. Psychic nice in position there, but surely another pick and pop coming. TurnoverTim going to reject the screen right to the cup for 2 more. Psychic trying to create 3-point opportunities out of that pick and fade. Going to leave AD wide open in the corner for 3, but Psychic can't convert.
Not a bad shot. I mean, we take those. That's a good possession. Oh, no one able to come up with the loose ball there, and now Jason Tatum from 3, and that is good. And now all of a sudden, quickly, a 9-point lead has bloomed here for Tim in the second quarter. Psyche needs to turn this around and quickly.
That's such a killer play on that 50-50 ball. Psychic, he buried JT under the basket, doesn't take the 3-pointer. See Kristaps down there with that slashing takeover, going to be a problem. Psychic looking to get him out of the way with a pick and roll, able to do just that, and he's fouled late.
Yeah, that's looking like it was about to be a clean block, but the foul called at the last second kind of bails Psychic out. Does miss the first free throw, though, and these free throws are going to be vital throughout the rest of this game. And Psychic misses both. Tragic.
Let's TurnoverTim run out on the fast break immediately as well, where he's been so destructive.
Yeah, good
Got
fast
that
break
height
defense,
mismatch.
though.
And a foul, personal fouls. Yeah, Psychic's just trying to reset the matchups here. Don't let Kristaps run with the mismatch and that takeover.
Yeah, not much you can do there. That was defended pretty well, but yeah, just a phenomenal animation coming out from Tim. And that's an easy bucket.
Psychic looking for some easy buckets. Goes right to AD, but TurnoverTim's all over that one. 63% contested there.
Yeah. Psychic may be feeling this is the mental game right here, Sandwich. This is where you really need to dig deep. Take a deep breath. Get back to your bread and butter just like that, and just try to start chipping away at this lead. You don't need to start just throwing up 3 balls every possession yet. Still plenty of time left to play.
As
Good board
Psychic
there.
comes up with the stop that time. But yeah, a lot of game left to play. Don't you, like you mentioned, don't just have to start taking the first 3 you take. TurnoverTim's done very well to shut down this pick and fade defense. So Psychic just got to go into your adjustments bag. Unfortunately, that time, yet again, worried about Kristaps blocking that shot, comes up with a turnover. He's going to give up the foul on the fast break.
Luckily, that didn't fall. There would have been an and one situation there for UCM, but just the 2 shots here. Tim does drain the first. And missing the second. Rebound to Psychic. Good pass inside. Back out to AD. No good, but Austin Reeves with the rebound. Back out to AD once again. He's going to drive this time. Gets him to jump. Perfect.
Yes,
and 3.3 seconds left in the first half for Tim. Long pass down the court, and just going to completely throw it out of bounds. And now Psychic with a chance here with 3.3 to cut into this lead even more. This would be huge if he's able to get a bucket here.
Psychic, top of the key. No time for no pick and roll. Just going to rise up and fire, but it's off the mark.
Yep, not much you can do with that much time.
But yes, as we enter halftime.
Yep, it'll be a 10-point lead for Tim. You know, definitely going to be an uphill battle for Psychic for sure, but definitely still doable for sure. Definitely not by any stretch of the imagination out of reach yet, but Psychic's got to play this third quarter very well.
An early foul, no and one that time, but 2 more free throws. Psychic with the whole bench unit in. TurnoverTim, per usual, no substitutions just yet. All his starters on the floor.
Does call a timeout here, though, so we might be seeing some now.
And Psychic, multiple chances to pull the plug on his bench unit, but after that first timeout, you still see all 5 bench players on the floor for him after the second one. Let's see the result. I mean, TurnoverTim, he's at the free throw line. He can't substitute all 5 of his players, even if he wanted to, because I believe Drew Holiday is going to be the one staying behind taking those free throws. But Psychic with 2 chances after those 2 timeouts, keeping the whole bench unit in, whereas TurnoverTim has that starting lineup. Psychic trying to get past the CPU defender, Jackson Hayes. Amazing slasher, but not near the shooter AD is. Psychic, if he wants a 3-pointer, going to have to look elsewhere. It's a Cam Reddish hesitation. Jackson Hayes' last second 3-pointer. It's off the mark.
Yeah, not the best 3-point shooter there, but wide open and no time left on the shot clock. A very quick 3 from Tim. The putback's no good either. And Psychic catches a break there.
Oh, Psychic thought about it. The pump fake. He's trying to find something better. Wide open 3-pointer for D-Lo. He'll cash out. Yes, sir.
Yep, didn't want to take the first shot. The second shot cashes out. Oh, wow, great pass inside, though, and Tim answers.
The massive target down there for TurnoverTim. Psychic, the shorter Jackson Hayes. I mean, Psychic doesn't have anyone on his lineup taller than Kristaps to bother that shot.
Oh, nice drive. Wow.
Sneak past the defense there.
Yeah, playing very well with this bench, with the bench mob in. It's actually cut into the lead a little bit. Still needs some big stops, though.
TurnoverTim trying to take advantage of that height mismatch. More pick and fade, surely. How is Psychic going to respond? It's 2 people towards the ball handler. Still has someone help defense. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Mid-range shot.
Wow.
Wow, still converts.
Great defense that time from Psychic, but Tim just gets the shot to fall in the end. And again, another one of those possessions where you can't even really be that mad about. Played very well defensively, and then Tim just got the shot at the end. Another one. Money.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Just keep him in. At this rate, just keep him in. He's shooting so well with him.
Oh, Psychic trying to. Wow,
Ooh. But
can't
Tim
get there in time.
again with the answer.
TurnoverTim's done such a great job playing with this lead. Has not let Psychic get any moment to think now it's time to cut into this lead. Has a moment. Cam Reddish and Michael Lewis in the corner. Can't find the right man for the three-pointer. The pick and fade. Gotta find Cam Reddish open for three. Psychic
Wow.
can't cash out that time.
Yeah, another wide open shot. Psychic's doing a really good job of just finding the open man. But the shots have been kind of 50-50 from beyond the arc so far here in the third quarter. Good defense down in the paint. And Tim forced to kick it out. Another
Yes, sir.
good
Comes
defense.
up with the block.
Yep, very nice block there. Psychic with a chance now to cut the lead into single digits.
Psychic get D'Angelo Russell open. He does so off the pick and roll, but his three-pointer moving into it, and it's off the mark because of it.
Yeah, that moving shot so much more difficult than just the catch and shoot, as we see right there from Tim, who now extends the lead to 13.
So dangerous. Every missed three-pointer from Psychic puts TurnoverTim into the fast break offense, where he's just been so good. He's part of why he's shooting lights out in the second game. And I thought it was out of bounds, but it's a timeout for Psychic here. Surely looking to stop the bleeding and bring those starters back into this game.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree with this one. If Tim's able to get a couple more unanswered buckets, this one could quickly get away from Psychic. He needs to try to start cutting into this lead now.
Austin Reeves left open, a couple steps behind the line, a little too deep.
Yeah, again, not a
Psychic
bad.
that
Oh, he
time.
throws it away, though. Dangerous pass inside. Ends up working out somehow for Psychic.
This time it's TurnoverTim with his bench unit in. Psychic looking to attack it. Gets the offensive rebound. Kick out past the Torian Prince. AR-15 in the corner. Pick and fade. TurnoverTim goes under it. Psychic gonna fire. It's no good.
Another
He has the
offensive
offensive
rebound.
board.
Wow.
Finally puts it in for two.
Yeah, I mean, you get 2 offensive rebounds, you better score at that point. Or that is just so disheartening. Oh, great cut to basket. That's going to be an easy bucket for Tim. Undefended by Psychic.
Psychic gonna have a big advantage here. His starters versus TurnoverTim's bench. But TurnoverTim already has his starters on the left side there. So sure, you want Psychic to take advantage of this slight window of opportunity. TurnoverTim on the fast break can't convert from three-point land. Psychic, his chance to respond in this fast break offense. AR-15 from the corner. He fires
Bang.
and he hits.
That one is good. Lead back down to 10, but Psychic's got a lot more work to do here with 30 seconds left in the third.
Again, you don't want to foul. You don't want any violations or anything because that'll get TurnoverTim starters back into the game. Corner three-pointer from Luke Cornett, and it's no good. Psychic, the shot clock off, has a chance. Slow things down, get this last bucket in whilst TurnoverTim still has his bench unit. Oh, but he's going to fire quickly. He hits that one as well.
Man, lead down to 7. Beautiful stuff here from Psychic. Taking full advantage of, like you said, these bench players still in. Oh, unfortunate foul there by James. Looked like that was all ball, but the foul called. And Tim with a chance for 2 now. But Psychic will get the ball back with 8.8 seconds. So another opportunity here for him to cut into this lead. Needs to work quickly, though. 5 to shoot.
Gonna go right at TurnoverTim. The hop step and the acrobatics in the air, but can't get the finish to fall.
Yeah, that was an interesting animation. Kind of that the hand switch there, little pop step, like you said. Doesn't end up falling though, and a 9-point lead for Tim heading into the fourth. It's like he's gotta look to hit these threes, or he'll be looking at needing to reverse sweep the best of 5 to make it back to the championship. But Tim is hungry, and he's playing this Celtics squad very well. Oh, the meter's back on?
Psychic looking for he's got the dunk meter there.
Yeah.
Gets it to go regardless. I want to see how Psychic responds on defense. Again, TurnoverTim's done such a good job making Swiss cheese of what's been a strong Psychic defense throughout the playoffs. 2 more points tallied on that time.
Honestly, not much you can do there. Really nice drive from Tim.
No contact on the screen and roll, but Psychic gonna look to go right to the paint. regardless. Gonna kick it out to AD. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Good contact with that screen. Psychic getting right to the paint, and he's
Oh,
fouled.
doesn't get it to fall, but will be 2 at the line.
Always take a chance to score with the clock stopped if you're Psychic here in
Mm-hmm.
this fourth quarter. He went 0 for 2 with AD earlier in this game. This time hits them both.
Yep, every defensive possession now so vital for Psychic. Staring down this 7-point deficit. Uh-oh.
Oh, Psychic turnover. Tim rejects the screen. Oh.
But it's right over to the man in the corner, and it's going to be a 2-pointer wide open. Wow, what a rejection, though. That's got to feel good, at least, for Psychic, even though Tim still ends up scoring.
Amazing help defense, but yeah, can't think about it too hard. Got to get right back to work on offense here. Not able to turn the corner on the CPU defender here. Rui Hachimura and AD pick and roll. Turnover. Tim bottles it up and comes up with the turnover.
Deep 3. Off the mark. Rebound to Reeves. Psychic now in transition.
Aaron Prince in the corner. He thought about it. AD looks like deep mid-range, but Psychic gonna hit it.
Yep, that's a 2-pointer, but it's good. Psychic still has yet to crack through this 7-point deficit. Seems to be the kind of ceiling for him in the second half.
Over Tim yet again going to reject the screen. The 3-pointer. Psychic in the airspace, but gives up the offensive board.
Tragic put back there for Psychic. The little too many defenders going out to the perimeter there to defend the shot. Not enough ready and waiting for the rebound.
Yet again, that mismatch inside. Able to convert and one.
Beautiful play there. And now, finally, Psychic with a chance to make it a 2-possession game.
2 team fouls on turnover. Tim halfway through this fourth quarter, excuse me, the bonus. Surely, at least in the back of Psychic's mind, he's 2 of the 5 fouls he would need here, but still a lot of time to find him. Turnover. Tim firing quickly. Psychic's all over that one.
That's exactly what you want, is Psychic, a quick defensive stop. Reeves from the corner. Nope. Going to pass it back to James. Oh, beautiful spin move, and we take those and lead down to 4. What an incredible comeback this would be if Psychic's able to take this game, not only for the game, but also for the series. Just a huge mental break there for Psychic. In the corner.
Jaylen Brown, corner 3. It's off target.
Psychic now with a chance to make it a 1-possession game.
Lovely passing for
Money!
Psychic. Wide open 3.
Oh, he's got him.
Sir.
Got him in the quarter, and it's a 1-point lead now for Tim. Just like that, the lead has all but evaporated.
It's been powered by such a strong defense. Psychic looking for another stop in the paint. Turnover. Tim, some post play on the point guards. They're going to kick out the ball with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Turnover. Tim gets that paint touch, corner 3-pointer, but Psychic, he has some help defense there. The 3-pointer's off the mark.
Rebound. Yeah, some great defense from Psychic, but also some missed shots from Tim, some missed open shots as well. So, Psychic doing a good job. Oh, he had it. But AD? Oh! Yes, and Psychic takes the lead off of that 3-pointer from AD. What an incredible comeback sandwich. Down by 13. Turnover Tim will answer, though, with the slam from Jason Tatum. And we're tied up at 57, and it is suddenly anyone's game.
Oh, good contact from the screen.
More AD again? No way! He's on fire! He drains another one. A huge shot from Psychic. Now up 3, and now all the pressure on Tim.
And don't look now, Denny. Turnover Tim, he gets the paint touch, but LeBron and AD both have slashing takeover.
They both have takeover, yeah.
Going to be a problem, but Psychic has to worry about this stop on defense first. Turnover Tim, another offensive board. A pick and roll. Able to get that paint touch. AD in the painted area. Psychic giving up that kick out pass. Last second 3-pointer. It's no good.
Oh, good. Wow. Psychic could come away with this one. Needs to make use of these takeovers. Gives it back to James.
Gatorade symbol, that high pick and roll. But Psychic, no pick and rolls coming. Looking to take a lot of time off the shot clock, as any points here could be the dagger. Able to find the paint touch, but he's fouled. There's that 3rd foul from Turnover Tim. So no bonus just yet, but going to reset the shot clock to 14.
Yep, it's going to allow Psychic to shave even more time off this clock.
Psychic, there's that pick and fade. No contact on the screen, though. Psychic going to be bottled up here. 2 seconds left to play. The fader is up. Shot. It's no good.
25 seconds now, but Tim needs a 3 to tie it up.
Psychic giving up that paint touch. Oh, he still blocks
Oh!
the shot.
The defense is incredible. And now it's a wide open slam.
Yes,
And now a
sir.
5-point lead for Psychic with 10 seconds to go. This may be the game sandwich. What an incredible comeback. Down by 13. Comes all the way back. And now up by 5. Psychic looking to even up this series at 1 game apiece.
And Central Missouri out of this timeout. What are they going to call? They need a three-pointer and quickly find an option in the corner, but Psychic's all over that
All
one. He's got
over
the
it, yep.
board as well. They're going to play the foul game, but it might be too little too late. Psychic with the chance to extend it, make it a 3-possession game here at the free throw line.
Yeah, this would certainly be the dagger, and misses the first, so a small glimmer of hope still for Tim, but still looking very dire. It's the second, and this is probably going to do it here, Sandwich. Long pass down court. Psychic just needs to not foul here. That first shot off the mark. Rebound to Psychic. And that is your game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
we are
sir.
tied up at 1 game apiece in this best of 5. We'll be right back with Game 3. All right, we are back with NBA 2K semifinals action. This series, this best of 5, is tied up at 1 game apiece. TurnoverTim took game 1 pretty handily. Psychic WB with a massive comeback. Take game 2. And now we're back. Game 3, Psychic already out to a pretty good start, scoring on the first possession and then getting a stop.
Psychic starting with AD as a ball handler. He's trying to see if he can't go right at TurnoverTim. There's that pick and fade. How is TurnoverTim going to respond?
Draws the
Let Psychic
foul.
go right to the rack for 2 free throws here.
Misses the first free throw, though.
Free throw woes continue for Psychic. Shooting about,
Oh, misses both.
I
Unfortunate.
believe, 2 for 6 with Anthony Davis so
Oh,
far in the
really
series.
thought he was going to
Oh,
shoot
no.
that 3. Gets him to jump. He went flying all the way to San Francisco there on that block attempt. And TurnoverTim takes full advantage, and we're tied up at 2. LeBron on the drive now. Oh. Awkward little mid-range shot there for Reeves. Doesn't fall. Good job not fouling there as Tim gets the layup.
Yeah, had a chance to be greedy and jump, potentially giving up that foul. But yeah, Psychic staying home that time. AD LeBron pick and roll could be a problem. Psychic stepping back, looking for the 3-pointer. Doesn't find it. Want to see good contact on that screen and roll. Able to find it, but he brings the ball to AD. Technically got a mismatch. Yeah, gonna stick with it as well, but 1 second left to shoot. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, 100% smothered bear. And a massive massive mismatch there. Good job from Psychic there to get the foul and not allow the basket as Tim misses the first. Drains the second and a 3-point lead for Tim.
See, Psychics loved using Austin Reeves as a screener. It's been hit or miss. Time it's gotten Psychic that mismatch with the point guard. How's he going to respond? Just go right over the top of him for 2 points.
Good patience there. Good job working down low, getting the basket.
TurnoverTim's been very hesitant to send help or intentionally foul. He just chooses to respond on offense every single time. Does so there that time.
Yep, lead back up to 3 for Tim.
Psychic behind the back, trying to engage TurnoverTim, who's playing off-ball defense. Instead, it's going to be a stop. TurnoverTim going the other way.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that decision. LeBron was wide open there. Let's see the foul.
For reach and foul, but it was on Psychic CPU teammate, so you don't feel too bad. Psychic wasn't trying to get too physical there, but LeBron in help picking up that first foul. TurnoverTim got to guard that last second pick and roll. Able to bottle it up, but the kick out pass uncovered for 2 points.
Yeah, Brazinga's just so good, able to be that presence inside and then also hit that 25-footer.
Oh, Psychic had a window, but I mean, TurnoverTim yet again, not letting this pick and pop create problems. Psychic surely going to look to run it back. No, just going to use that speed advantage, turn the corner for the slam.
Yes, sir.
That's an advantage Psychic's going to have, especially in this first period while LeBron's got all his stamina still in the tank.
Got to take advantage of it while you have it. But the basket is smothered up by Psychic.
Yeah, Psychic's there.
And rebound to Reeves.
Ooh, Psychic not able to turn the corner, so 1v1 versus Kristaps. Rough move, giving up all that height. So more pick and roll. Looking to step into it. Not going to fire. Last second pick and roll shenanigans. Decent impact on that screen. Oh, Psychic able to turn the corner for 2 on the pump fake. Yes, sir.
A tragic possession there for Tim, who had really good defense for up until the last 3 seconds, where he just let AD turn the corner and go around him, like you said, Sandwich.
Yeah, hitting TurnoverTim with a dose of his own medicine that time with that pump fake right to the rack. TurnoverTim, he's trying to get in the paint, but Psychic is refusing to let AD leave that purple square right in the center. Last second, pick and roll going to get a whole lot of contact, though. TurnoverTim going to fire just off the target.
Great defense that possession from Psychic. Forces the little bit of awkward 3 ball there. Oh, a nice move. Oh, an extra spin. I don't think he needed that. As intentional foul there from Tim.
trying to see how you saw TurnoverTim hovering on the free throw line with Kristaps. Psychic trying to figure out if he was going to commit to the help or not. Ends up fouling at the end there to reset those matchups. Psychic yet again, not great touch on that pick and roll. So still Kristaps on his own center, just has to go up with 1 second left, and TurnoverTim's got that rebound.
Didn't have any choice at the end of the day there. Just ended up spending too much time working down low. Had to go up with it.
Good foul from Psychic. Yeah, right as the spin move was about to turn that corner. Psychic shutting things down, not letting those 2 points up for free.
Yeah, good defense inside here off the inbounds pass. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Long 2-ball, off the mark, rebound to Psychic's. Got to work fast here, 5 to shoot.
Psychic gonna pause for just a second, trying to run a pick and roll. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, but LeBron's just so fast he can
a
do it.
Buzzer beater, and Psychic takes the lead at the end of the first quarter.
The quickness from LeBron there just to sneak out of that first quarter with the 1 point lead here. Lower scoring affair this time around. Both teams have been shooting lights out in the first quarter. A whole lot of 3-pointers, not as much of either there, and it's only Psychic crossing that double-digit mark as we approach the second period.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of there just being less 3-point shots taken, and then also just both players, I think, are playing better generally on defense this game.
Both players getting very familiar with the concepts that the others are trying to run. Both players looking to get that pick and pop going. TurnoverTim doing it with Kristaps Porzingis as the screener. Psychic's usually been doing it with either Austin Reeves or AD. See, there it is yet again. TurnoverTim rejecting the screen, but Psychic's familiar with his game and shuts it down.
Yeah, perfect defense that time by Psychic. Forces the really tough shot, and TurnoverTim unable to knock it down.
Psychic's got this mismatch, so yet again, yeah, TurnoverTim.
No,
it's a charge. What?
Wow.
That's insane, honestly. I don't think Psychic was expecting it as he entered the post there at the free throw line, but TurnoverTim getting away with the mismatch that time. He's got the ball back in his hands.
Ball is good, and Tim, I believe that's his first 3 of the game 3.
Yeah, I believe so. I know he shot a couple of mid rangers. Oh, Psychic, right?
Get out of the way!
Yes, sir.
Oh, bounces off of AD's back, and Psychic with the turnover decides to reset here wisely, I think. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Back out to AD. Great ball movement here from Psychic.
It's got a mismatch in the corner. AD with the smaller Jaylen Brown, but just going to look to attack. Yeah, there's that AD on the cut. TurnoverTim trying to get active. It's going to give up the last second 3-pointer. Psychic can't convert.
Rebound.
But he's got that offensive board. Still some height given up. TurnoverTim eventually gets that stop on the second try.
Great outlet pass, though, and that's going to be an easy slam and transition there for Tim.
Tough break from Psychic that time. Tries to convert on that mismatch. Wow. Psychic, the double clutch layup, still able to get it to go.
Beautiful cut to basket. Beautiful pass inside. Great vision. Great awareness there from Psychic. Ties us back up at 14.
They all tied up. Psychic bottling it up, that pick and pop. Trying to TurnoverTim, trying to find that cut to the basket. Psychic all over that one as well. Able to bother the layup and come up with the rebound.
Yeah, I think this game will be decided by who shoots better because both players are just playing such lights-out defense. As an intentional foul there from Tim.
It's the version of the pick and roll I definitely prefer. You get so much contact with AD as the screener. Psychic able to get to the paint. Uncontested, the 3-pointer, but it's off target.
Not a bad shot. Again, wide open. If Psychic's able to hit those shots, as we see a shooting foul there, and 2 at the line for Tim. But if Psychic's able to hit those shots with AD, it's going to make it so difficult for Tim on the defensive end, as he'll have to watch out for LeBron, AD, and Reeves from beyond the arc, as well as threat of the drive and the slam.
Yeah, those are the threes, those back-breaking threes that we've been talking about in the playoffs. You cover all the high-quality shooters, but then AD, who's streaky at best, the Psychic missed that time down in the lane. If AD or Psychic gets those streaky shooters like AD and some of those shooters on the bench, if you can get them firing, TurnoverTim going to be in a world of hurt here. Psychic in a world of hurt as Tim turns that corner for the layup.
Great drive there. Gets past the defender. And Tim with, I believe, his biggest lead of this game, up to 4.
This series has been, I mean, a series of responses. Both players have had massive leads. Both players have lost them. TurnoverTim yet again recognizing Austin Reeves on that pick and pop, but gonna go under the screen. That's a risky
shot.
proposition. He comes out unscathed that time.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Wide open. Once again, wide open, but Tim is not able to knock it down.
And both players in game 3, Denny, they're getting a lot of good looks, but as you mentioned, they're just letting them go by the wayside. Psychic, another wide open three-pointer.
Wow.
You can't get that one to fall either.
Yeah, but luckily for Psychic, Tim has also been pretty cold from beyond the arc specifically in this game, and still just a 4-point lead. Tim only shot 2 of 15 from beyond the arc last game, so if those shooting woes continue, it's going to be tough for him, but he does knock down that one, and it's lead up to 7 now.
Oh, Psychic able to turn the corner, but yet again, he's trying to find Austin Reeves. Able to get in the paint with him, although can't get the layup to fall.
Unable to knock down the layup. Great drive, though. And once again, a possession that you can't be too mad about there. Oh, good help defense there. Almost picks the pocket.
There's that mismatch this time for TurnoverTim. Psychic able to force the kick out pass. TurnoverTim still looking to press those buttons in the painted area. Instead, it's a heavily contested three-pointer. Psychic with the rebound.
Oh, no one back on defense.
Oh, the hop step, but a whole lot more Celtics in the paint that time. Rui Hachimura from 3, and he hits.
Yes, sir. Great shot there from Psychic. Cuts the lead down back to 4. And Celtics timeout. 31 seconds left to play in the first half of Game 3.
TurnoverTim probably looking to bring the bench mob in early. He likes to do that to end these first halves of games, as we've seen. Another timeout, so probably stamina, but again, wouldn't be surprised if he ends this quarter with the bench unit. You see Psychic is already looking to respond to that substitution pattern. He had the bench in that time. It seems some, just like in game 2, Denny, a bit more of adjustments on this second timeout. And a third timeout. That's interesting. Not going to have too many to use.
Wow.
In the third quarter, I suppose, here.
Yeah, that's very unconventional.
Psychic, yeah, TurnoverTim ends up with that bench unit. Psychic stays with the starting lineup to end the first half.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Able to let his defense just recover there and get the stop on defense. Shot clock turned off. TurnoverTim, no answer for Anthony Davis in the paint on the slam.
Yep. Great recognition there by Psychic. Just powers through with AD.
TurnoverTim's loved rejecting these screens. Psychic able to get the steal.
Pocket.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. Gotta go quickly. It's off. It's good if it goes. It's off the mark.
And it's a 2-point lead for Tim at the half. Really nice job by Psychic to cut that lead down. It was down by as much as 7 in that first half. So great stuff from Psychic as we now enter the all-important third quarter, as we'll probably see the bench players coming in now for both players.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, TurnoverTim, he fired off 3 straight timeouts. Somehow it's Psychic who's going to be losing in the timeout game. He fires off his 4th to start the third quarter. TurnoverTim, his starters back in the game. His first 3-pointer off target. Psychic's got that mismatch yet again. Is TurnoverTim going to foul? Here's the question. No, sir. It's the and one.
But it's an and one. Count it. And Psychic now with a chance to take the lead off the free throw.
And that is not the kind of foul you want to give up with the mismatch, Denny. Psychic takes the lead.
Yeah, that was a great job by Psychic. The recognition to see the mismatch and then go hard very fast, and not allow Tim to get the blocking foul. Almost the steal there. He did not allow Tim to get the blocking foul, which would have not allowed free throws, but reset the matchups. Free to shoot now, and it's turned over.
Sir. Psychic, a problem in these passing lanes, now running into the painted area. Bit of a layered substitution. He has Cam Reddish in for Austin Reeves, but other than that, the rest of the starters in for Psychic here. He should have the speed advantage on Kristaps Porzingis. Instead, it's going to be AD. Not as dramatic of a mismatch as last time, but Psychic going to go to work with it with 2
Ooh,
left on the
wow.
clock, and he gets another slam dunk.
Beautiful work from Psychic down low, kind of corralling his opponent into one side of the paint and then using that
Then
quick
whoop.
spin move to just go right around him. Excellent work there from Psychic.
And he baits that pass on the pick and pop as well. TurnoverTim still able to burn him
Mhm.
in that race to the basket.
Yeah, you will give up some of those. Porzingis is just that incredible of a player, so can't be too mad about that one.
Well, Psychic's going to give up for the AD3. Had a chance to go up strong with LeBron, but yet again, it's that mismatch generator going to work.
Oh, beautiful.
The spin move,
Oh,
yet again.
doesn't
Oh,
take it.
Torian Prince, he got bothered a little bit, and it's off target.
He was confident in his three-point shooting ability there, but it doesn't pay off. And Tim with the answer and takes the lead back, up by 2 now. We've seen a number of lead changes this game.
Turn in the corner yet again with that mismatch. He's got Drew Holiday buried under the basket. Not going to pass out of that one as we're all tied up.
Yeah, great decision that time by Psychic. Once again with the recognition of the mismatch.
Well, that pass nearly turned over. The layup's still no
the
good.
offensive
Turnover
rebound,
Tim.
though.
Or pick and roll shenanigans. Turnover Tim rejects the screen. Oh, but he kicks the ball out. Psychic with a second chance here on defense.
Wow, yeah, that was a wide open slam or layup or something. Last second shot off the mark, and Psychic gets away with one there.
You take those if you're Psychic.
So
Fast
Reeves still out of the game. Is his game plan to just have Reeves be like full stamina for the fourth quarter, and he can just knock down those threes?
Yeah, it seemed very intentional, that substitution, because yeah, he's had multiple chances to get AR-15 back in the game, and we don't see him in the scorer's table every time the players go down. So Psychic not planning to bring AR-15 back in this game just yet. Looking to keep the star shooter well rested, and he's letting his defense been cooking with gas here, Denny. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. It's a mid-ranger. Psychic in the airspace, but he still knocks it down.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. Really great defense for the entire possession, and then Tim just knocks down a nice 25-footer. Oh, great drive.
Well, Psychic this time turns the corner with Anthony Davis. Rui Hachimura wide open in the corner for 3.
I wanted
Just
that one. Great shot.
wide on the shot.
Yeah, great decision there on that shot, but unable to knock it down. And now Tim, with the answer once again on the other end, has now boosted his lead right back up to 4. Excuse me, 5.
Yeah, Tim finding his feet from beyond the arc here in the third quarter. Psychic still struggling, but that pick and roll continuing to work. He's got that height mismatch yet again. It's off target, offensive rebound for Psychic here. Second chance on offense.
LeBron is gassed, though.
Man, the spin move. Oh, it's
out.
just out of bounds.
Yeah.
No way.
Unfortunate. Like he needs to try to keep this one close through the third. He's going to have to make another incredible comeback in the fourth. Wow, great cut to basket, though, from Tim. Takes the easy slam.
So tough for Psychic. I mean, his bench or his starters are already so gassed, but he doesn't have that timeout advantage. He'd only be able to call 2 if he wants to keep that last one. So he's got to find someone else to be productive on offense. It's Cam Reddish, the ball handler, gets the ball down low, but it's turned over.
Another risky pass down low. Oh, rejected, though, on the other end.
And simple offense for Psychic here. Thought about it on the 3-pointer instead. Or Cam Reddish ball handling. Psychic with Anthony Davis. It's that tall, small pick and roll. And Psychic's able to turn the corner. Surely another charge, though. Turnover Tim waiting in the wings on that left block. Another
second charge of the
given
game,
up.
yeah. And then that's
there
going to
go
be a
those
timeout.
timeouts.
Yep. And once again now, a 7-point lead for Tim. So Psychic in familiar territory down late. But he's shown he can make these comebacks.
Gonna be more comeback season here. Hopefully we see Psychic bring the bench unit in at least to end the third quarter. Give your starters that little bit of extra rest because, again, you don't have too many timeouts to work with. And you are definitely going to need all the rest you can get. You see Turnover Tim doing exactly that, bringing his bench unit in to end the third quarter. Psychic still playing with his starters, though. So going to end the corner. If Turnover Tim gives up the ball, Psychic can have one chance Bit of an advantage scenario, but turnover Tim,
Yeah, he's just
well
dribbling the air
aware
out
of
of the
that.
ball.
Yeah, last second, although Psychic all over it. Turnover Tim, this last second shot going to be bottled up, and it's no good.
Good defense, but good awareness as well from Tim, not going up with that ball early and giving Psychic a chance to score at the end of the quarter. So it is going to be a bit of an uphill struggle here for Psychic going into the fourth. His starters are tired, and he's down by 7. A lot is going to be riding on Austin Reeves here, as we'll see that substitution now, as he's going to be fully rested, having sat for pretty much the entirety of the third quarter. So look for Psychic to make use of him on the offensive end.
Oh, and Psychic, interesting decision, Denny. He's believing that he's not going to need any last second end of fourth quarter timeouts because that's his last timeout called that time to give his starters some extra juice. And speaking of starters, he's keeping Cam Reddish in the game.
Interesting
Austin
choice.
Reeves staying on the bench this time. Cam Reddish, I mean, I'm pretty sure his three-pointer is similar to Austin Reeves. It's not as high, but it's pretty close. Psychic instead going to choose to operate with AD. Not much contact on that tall, small pick and roll. So AD just going to have to go right at Kristaps Porzingis. A tough task, and Psychic can't get the jump hook to fall.
Yeah.
Good
job
defense on the fast break here. Ooh, not able to get over the screen. Able to bother the layup, though. It's off target.
Yep, good job coming over to, like you said, Sandwich, bother that layup just enough.
There's that spin move right at the rack for 2 more. Yes, sir.
Good work there from Psychic. That's the lead to 5. That's a basket. Is good.
Oh, wow. It's 15% covered, but the taller Al Horford burying Rui Hachimura under the basket that time, so wasn't able to get the stop.
Oh,
Surely
nice
we see that spin move. Yes, sir.
Wow. And gets the layup to fall as well. Psychic with the answer.
Basically, every time Psychic's gone to that spin move, it's been 2 points. Love to see Psychic keeping it simple. Quick 3-pointers from Tim. Very deep shot, and it's off target.
Psychic with the rebound. James with the ball.
Turnover Tim jumping at the air. Going to leave Cam Reddish open. Able to recover before the shot goes up, though. So all's well that ends well. The corner 3 for LeBron James. Turnover Tim still able to get in that airspace, bother the shot.
Yeah, 31% cover. That's going to make that shot very difficult to hit.
As is 47% covered for Psychic that time.
Yeah, Tim putting up that shot, I think, way earlier than he needed to there. As we see the foul to reset the matchups on the other end.
Psychic yet again going to that tall, small pick and roll. If it works, you get that point guard mismatch like you see there. Pair of kick out passes. Taurean Prince 3-pointer, and Psychic greens it.
Beautiful. The extra pass, so important. Find that open man, knock it down. 2-point lead for Tim.
Another rejection of the screen. Thought about the 3-pointer. It's right back to him with 10 on the shot clock. That cut to the basket. Psychic.
Dangerous pass.
Able to bottle it up. Just that last second pick and roll. Psychic in the painted area. Turnover Tim still gets the floater to fall.
Yep, each possession so important now as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Psychic turns this corner. He's got that mismatch yet again. Hard to go to the spin move from this angle, so just put Turnover Tim on the baseline for that layup.
Yep, great work once again by Psychic in the paint. Let's lead back down to 2.
Turnover Tim this time goes right over the screen. Psychic not expecting it. Gives up 2 more on the layup.
Great speed there from Tim. Answers back once again.
Psychic refusing to reject the screen at all costs. Turnover Tim. Another foul there. It's his second, so not too worried about the bonus. A lot of fouls left to give. Side out of bounds. Surely another tall, small pick and roll. And Turnover Tim just going way under the screen. He does not want to give up that mismatch if he can help it. 5 seconds left standing. Psychic going to need to work out something else on offense. Last second touch from AD. No good. Psychic with the offensive board. Time Rui Hachimura with that
Oh
mismatch.
no,
Oh, the
too
bump
many
steal.
moves. Psychic's got to get a stop here.
Psychic's there, able to bother it. TurnoverTim with the offensive board, forced to kick it out. Psychic, you get one stop. He's going to need one more here with 7 left on the shot clock.
Oh,
And the bump
there's a
steal
steal.
this time for Psychic. Out of the pick and roll. Psychic right to the king. Oh, layup
Oh,
and the
and
foul.
one.
Yes, sir.
Count it. Wow. What a play. What a turnaround.
Not done yet, though. Got to nail this and one free throw.
Bang.
And it's green. Yes, sir. 1 point game.
1 point lead for Tim. 50 seconds to play. Pass down low. Doesn't want to pull the trigger.
That pick and roll. TurnoverTim rejects it yet again. Psychic, familiar with the game, bottles up that first pick and roll. Got to bottle up that second one. It's a cut to the basket instead for Jaylen Brown. The layup's no good. A rebound
It's going to
staying with
be...
UCM here. Oh, it's gonna surely going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, jump ball. Wow, interesting. I don't see too many of those. This is a huge tip-off right here.
Huge
And it
tip
goes
off with those
Psychic's way.
forwards. And that's a big. Psychic with a chance to take the lead. A 2-for-1 opportunity on the table here if you can go quickly. It's going to look to rise above the
He
trees.
does it. And Psychic takes the lead. 22 seconds to go. Tim could hold for last shot if he wanted to. But a quick foul from Psychic did not want to let him get the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, let the defense get set with the shot clock turned off. Surely TurnoverTim going to play for the very last shot of the quarter. Just going to go up immediately for the scoop and the score.
15 seconds to go. Psychic with no timeouts. He's got to go right now.
Psychic going to turn the corner on the pick and roll. AD 3-pointer. No, it's LeBron with that mismatch. It's paid dividends for Psychic before. He's double teamed in the painted area. A pair of passes. There's a violation. Excessive timeouts from Psychic.
Yeah, that's going to be the game. Could not find that last shot.
Psychic paid dearly for it. He's going to need a steal here to even have a chance to end this game. Unfortunately, TurnoverTim inbounds it. Last second foul. Need a Christmas miracle. Psychic with no timeouts to advance the ball. TurnoverTim shooting 2 and hits the first.
And that is definitely going to be game. Tim will take game 3. But what a game it was, Sandwich. Down to the last possession. Psychic had a chance there, but was just unable to convert. And Psychic now needs to win 2 straight to punch his ticket to the finals. We'll be back with game 4 in just a minute. All right, everyone, we are back. Game 4 of this best of 5 for Psychic versus TurnoverTim, with a spot in the championship game on the line. These games have gone back and forth so far. If we keep up this trend, Psychic should win this game.
I certainly want to see more NBA 2K basketball.
Ooh.
Interesting tactical decision. Psychic, nice slam overhead, but Austin Reeves nowhere to be found in the starting lineup. Yet again, Cam Reddish, he had the start to enter the second half in game 3, and here in game 4, he's looking to get the start for the whole quarter here. Psychic probably maybe looking to use AR-15 to bolster his bench lineup if it comes to it, although there hasn't been much bench play. So we'll see a Psychic right now just going to work on that mismatch.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it actually, and Austin Reeves a bit of a liability on defense, so that's his kind of
Pretty
thought
solid
process
logic
there.
on Cam Reddish, slightly taller, slightly better defender, and Psychic's offense has always been predicated with a strong fast break going around those mismatches. Psychic looking to do just that. A last second kick out pass, and unfortunately going to be a shot clock violation because of it. But yeah, I mean that honestly does make sense. He's done really well when he won the chip way back then with the Milwaukee Bucks. It was because it was a really strong defensive unit that could just, really simple offense and then really complex defenses. So
Yeah, he
love
did
hearing that
play
Psychic.
he did play most of the season with the Bucks. That's true, but in the playoffs and in the finals specifically, he actually did go to the Lakers. So,
Hmm.
um, and Reeves was a
And the
big part of
Lakers,
that as well with his 3-point shooting. So, very interesting that he's making this call. Nice defense that time from Psychic, but just beautiful job. Still keeping turnovers scoreless here 2 minutes in.
yeah, the adjustment for the defense seems to be paying in spades. He's trying to catch turnovers, seeing if he's going to jump for the 3 ball, just going to rise up and fire. Instead, it's wide left.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Shooting with AD before he gets tired, definitely good decision. He's a decent shooter.
Like a second guessing that layup attempt with Rui in the paint because
Yeah.
of the giant Porzingis looming. It's like yet again with that mismatch, trying to eye Kristaps Porzingis. The help never comes. Instead, it's going to be a foul.
Yep, Tim's got a little antsy there. Got a little nervous.
Understandable. Again, it's like again that spin move. I mean, just book it for 2 points whenever it happens.
ED from
Psychic.
the corner. Money.
Yes, sir.
Count it. And 5 unanswered for Psychic. Start game 4.
TurnoverTim thought about it instead
Wow.
of trying to rise amongst the trees. And yeah,
Yeah.
if the adjustment was for defense, the shutout continuing here with about 2 minutes left to play in this first quarter. The defense working well here.
Yeah, Psychic kind of lucked out there with Tim getting a very awkward animation. Ooh, and another 3, this time from LeBron. The 3-quarter mark. And an 8-0 run now for Psychic. Oh, and the turnover. Wow. And it's going to be wide open.
Yes, sir.
Slam. 10-0 run now for Psychic. Wow. This could be a scoreless first quarter for Tim, which should just do so much in this mental game here. Psychic's able to hold him scoreless for an entire quarter. Free ball? That is good, and Tim is on the board.
Able to beat the scoreless quarter allegations, but Psychic still winning that race to double figures. Still a massive 7-point lead. Psychic looking to calm things down, dribble the air out of that basketball. Probably just looking for one really good pick and roll. Yet again, going to be that tall, small pick and roll. There's no contact that time. So no mismatch going to be created. Psychic just got to go right at Jason Tatum. Can't do it. Gets the rebound, though. Psychic with a
Great
second
offense
chance on
rebound.
offense. Oh, quick 3.
I don't know about that decision. Yeah, 50% contested. Not the best 3-point shooter either. Oh, a little bit of hesitation move, and Psychic gets burned on the other end. Expecting that 3 ball.
It's got to be able to create this mismatch. Is able to turn the corner. Yes, sir. That's
Yes.
what you need.
Perfect bread and butter that time, Psychic.
Able to bottle up the shot without jumping. Able to stay in the airspace. Again, if you jump, that's 2 points for Kristaps Psychic. Unfortunately, that time 2 points for Drew Holiday on the
Yeah.
slam.
Tim doing a good job coming back here after being completely shut out for the first 4 minutes and now scoring a quick 7. 15 to shoot in the first quarter here. Psychic going to hold for last shot.
Yet again, that last second pick and roll. Yet again, the tall small. You want to see good contact. Psychic's able to get that touch into the painted area, just right over the top of Drew Holiday, but it's off target to end the first quarter. Psychic lead gonna stay at 5 as we enter the second quarter of play.
Yeah, not a bad back down there. Not a bad play call. Just couldn't get the layup to fall in the end. So as long as Psychic keeps having possessions, like that, he's gonna score more often than not, right? And I think that's the important thing at the end of the day, as we see some stamina timeouts here. Pretty standard stuff. The start of the second. But yeah, I was talking to him at the end of that last game, and he was kicking himself for that, calling the timeout when he had no timeouts left.
The excessive timeouts. Yeah, I always worry when he doesn't. I believe the last time it didn't happen. I believe it happened in the fall semester. The same thing. He called all his timeouts early, and then it's always in the back of your head, except when you need it most, right? He got called for excessive timeouts back then as well. So yeah, it's always risky when you just leave yourself with no timeouts in clutch scenarios because you get one less option, and it burned him that time in that last game here.
He thought that he should have just kept backing down Drew Holiday with LeBron there, but and a nice drive with a slam to start off the second quarter here for Psychic. But I said that might have been a difficult option as well, just simply because LeBron was totally gassed.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the red and Gatorade symbol, so good defense here from Psychic so far. 8 to shoot. Oh, and gets the strip.
Yes, sir. The strip, and then that fast break offense. That's what you need of your Psychic here. Simplify the offensive game. TurnoverTim not going to jump. Just going to let Psychic go right to the rack. The slam dunk, no good. That dunk meter creeping up at the worst time there. And Psychic giving up the dunk on the other end.
Yeah, an unfortunate 4-point swing there as Psychic had a pretty good angle for the slam. Oh, wow.
Ooh,
usually you see that animation pay off, but not that time, as Tim able to get the turnover there. True to his name. Long 2. Off the mark. Rebound to Psychic. And Tim having a very tough time getting through this pretty ironclad Psychic defense.
And AD wide open. TurnoverTim daring Psychic to shoot it. Psychic with all the daylight in the world. Needed a bit more. The shot's wide right there.
Yeah, that's a risky move from Tim, honestly, because AD can knock those down. Unable to do so that time, though.
Oh,
good cut to basket.
Wow.
Great cut to basket there. And Tim finally slicing into this Psychic defense a bit there.
Down to a 1-possession game. And yet again, that AD 3 ball from the corner this time, and it hits.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for CJ and for Psychic here. Needs to win this game to keep his championship hopes alive. Bring us to a deciding Game 5.
Off-ball screening action on the right wing. There's that last second pick and roll. Psychic able to bottle it up, but it's a wide open 3-pointer for Drew Holiday, and TurnoverTim hits it.
Yeah, another interesting note about this game is if it does, in fact, go to a Game 5, it'll be home court advantage for Psychic, which is actually was the decision of Tim. Tim is the higher seed. Technically was supposed to get home court advantage in Game 1, but he actually forfeited and said that Psychic can have home court advantage for Game 1 for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just like a superstitious thing or whatever, but he relinquished that home court advantage to Psychic Game 1, which, doesn't necessarily matter unless it goes to Game 5, because then that player gets one additional game at home court. Another 3 from Anthony Davis, though, and Psychic with the answer. Now up by 6.
Psychic trying to guarantee we head back to the Lakers' house for Game 5. TurnoverTim, this pick and roll, run it back. The first one didn't quite work. Psychic, the defense holding strong. Certainly got to guard at least one more ball screening action. No, it's a quick 3-pointer. That shot gets bottled up, but TurnoverTim with that offensive board.
That's a rebound so important for both players. Been very high impact so far. 3 left to shoot. Tim's got to throw one up now. Oof.
Oh, the last second foul. So tough for Psychic there.
Yeah, unfortunate foul. Luckily, though, the shot doesn't go in. And Tatum will miss the first as well. It's the second. Psychic now with the ball.
Yeah, Bum Psychic, go to that tall, small pick and roll early. Has a chance not to hit, but this time it gets Psychic that mismatch.
wow.
The layup not going to fall. The help coming in for turnover Tim that time bothers the layup for Psychic.
And AD too slow on the defense as well. Oh, wow. Long pass down the court.
Wow.
The vision from Psychic. Wow. That quarterback pass all the way down the court and gets an easy bucket out of it. Fantastic work. First time we've seen that all series.
Yeah, I love the pass, love the vision as well. I mean, all 5 Celtics in the painted area for Tim, but Psychic able to find that soft spot. Tim finding the soft spot that time on the dribble drive, and it's still a 1-possession game. Psychic got to be careful. LeBron with that Gatorade symbol early on here, going to look to work with AD instead.
Double teamed in the paint. Picks it
He
out.
has Cam Reddish up there. The pump fake.
Oh, wow.
The pass into
Almost
AD
throws it away.
Falls well that ends well. Psychic's got that wide open 3-pointer from the left wing. No good, but Psychic with the rebound. Oh, turnover Tim in the airspace there to bother the shot. Not quite wide open, and seemed it was just enough to bother the release.
Yeah, I think a full reset might have been in order there after that. Wide open 3, ball is good, and we're tied up at 24. Tim making the comeback here in the second quarter. 10 seconds to shoot for Psychic. He's got to work fast.
Psychic able to get that paint touch. Not looking to
Wow,
hit AD in
what
the corner.
a shot.
Yes, sir. Little push shot over the top of the defense. 2 seconds left. Good if it goes. It's off the mark, and Psychic yet again sneaking into halftime with the lead here, up 2, entering the third quarter.
Yeah, I think his first lead at the half so far in this entire series. The one game that he won, remember, was a massive comeback. I think he was down 13 at some point in the third quarter. So, like, he got to be feeling really good now with a lead, starting off with this third quarter.
They're still in the driver's seat, lead-wise. Unfortunately, he's gonna be always on the back foot from a stamina perspective. You already saw LeBron James to end the first half with that Gatorade symbol. So Psychic gonna call more of these timeouts. Just 3 remaining with the entire second half of play left. TurnoverTim, he's only called 1, Denny. He's forcing Psychic to really feel this stamina difference between the 2 squads.
Yep, a good game plan for Tim for sure. Long 2 for AD, and that's good.
Yeah, mid-range money. I mean, AD is so good from the mid-range. You feel a little bad that you don't end up with a chance for 3 points, but AD for mid-range, I mean, one of those shots where you can book it for 2 almost every single time.
Help not coming over in time, spending too much time watching the big man there. And an easy bucket for Tim.
Yeah, Tim's love to weave in, rejecting the screen there, forcing Psychic to
think. Ooh!
Watch your head, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Psychic goes right over the top. Almost came up with a huge block there as well.
Oh, man, I thought that was clean. Misses the first, though. What an alley-oop there on that last possession, though, Sandwich. Oh, he misses both. Rebound to Psychic.
A little bit of maybe ball don't lie Psychic there. He's looking to return fire on the fast break. Not going to find the slam that time. Going to go right at turnover Tim in the painted area. Behind the back. Able to turn that corner. The kick out pass for Cam Reddish. Oh, just going to rim out there. Barely.
Rims out. Tragic for Psychic. Could have opened up a big lead there. But still up by 4.
Oh, and turnover, I don't know if that was the shot Tim wanted. A heavily contested that time.
Definitely not. 62% covered there.
Psychic, he's taking the ball with AD. It's because he knows he has this gigantic mismatch. There's that drop step and 2 more points for Psychic.
I'm honestly surprised Tim didn't foul there because that is a heavy mismatch. And he's already down. He's all the stops he can get. Oh, great cut to the basket, though. And Psychic was not ready for that one. Tim cuts the lead back down to 4.
Psychic gets the pass. He's trying to respond. Ooh, so tough. The bump steal going for turnover Tim there.
Tatum?
Quick trigger on the fast break as well. No good.
Now it's Psychic's turn. The transition offense. But no mismatch yet.
Looking to create one with this Rui Hachimura ball screen. TurnoverTim running out to contest that AD three-pointer. Able to bottle up the drive as well. Last second offense here. 3 left on the shot
Oh, good
clock. The
try.
lob.
Good try. I respect that. You need to have something. The shot clock was expiring. Ooh. Foul on LeBron James there. And Tim's got to be better at the line here. He's going to hope to take this game as he splits the pair.
Misses another one. And I mean, these are pretty solid free throw shooters. Jaylen Brown in the 80s with his free throw rating. I believe Derek White in the high 70s. So these are like very makeable shots for Tim. He's leaving a lot of points on the board. An instant reach in foul. He's not going to let the mismatch go to work for Psychic that time.
Yeah, you kind of have to pick your battles, I guess. If you foul every time, then you're going to put your opponent in the bonus very quickly.
Especially with how often Psychic is able to generate these mismatches. Can't find one this trip down the floor. 4 seconds left. Torian Prince offense. The interior pass bottled up.
Yeah.
It's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, just kind of lost the handle there. And with not too much time on the shot clock, that's going to be a turnover.
Tim thought about the 3. That's all he needs to get to the rack. That moment of hesitation from Psychic is all Tim needed.
And that was honestly defended really well by Psychic. There's just, not too much you can do in that situation, honestly.
Yeah, just the math of it all. Psychic.
Beautiful.
Not worried about the math that time. Slams it on the taller Kristaps Porzingis in the paint. Like he's done really well with this slight 3-point lead. TurnoverTim looking to tie the game with a 3 of his own. Can't find it.
Good defense that time.
2-on-2 fast break. Oh, Psychic's got to, watch out for that 3 in the key. Gets out of there. Gonna find something. I think he recognized that even if he got the mismatch, Al Horford a taller player, so looking to find some offense elsewhere, but it's gonna be too little too late. The last second fader bottled up. TurnoverTim with the rebound.
Yeah, it's so tough when AD and LeBron both gassed here. Both have those Gatorade symbols, so Psychic running on fumes right now. As Tim with another nice shot. Gonna cut the lead back down to 1.
That's insane. Running on fumes, Denny, and we're in the 3rd quarter somehow. Again, TurnoverTim still only called that one timeout. He is making Psychic feel that stamina gap. Psychic looking to go over the top. The drop step not going to be as affected when you're so tired. Psychic going to go right over the top of the defense to score. That time, AD's got takeover as well. TurnoverTim needs a timeout.
Wow, somehow getting that shot to fall. Incredible work from Psychic. Again, so hard to use these players to their maximum potential when they're this tired. All their stats take a massive hit.
TurnoverTim giving Psychic some very literal breathing room. A whole lot of timeouts going to give some extra stamina to his players. TurnoverTim looking to ice out a little bit of that takeover. The timeouts will do it. The end of the 3rd quarter will do it just a little bit. But I'd be surprised if Psychic didn't enter the 4th quarter with AD on takeover again, because he just got it literally on that last play.
Yeah, and don't forget, he does have Austin Reeves in his back pocket. If he does need to pull him out, he will be fully rested and able to knock down some of those threes. But a great drive there from Tim to start off.
That's insane. Standing dunk from the point guard. This man gonna be a problem. You see Gatorade symbol long gone with the extra timeouts and that takeover. Head of steam out of that pick and roll. Just gonna go right over the top of the defense. The layup's no good.
Surprised he didn't convert that with the takeover bonus. Psychic trying to make use of that, but didn't pan out that time.
TurnoverTim, last shot of the quarter. Late contest on the 3 ball is going to be enough, and Psychic continuing to cling on to this lead. 36-35 as we enter the final quarter of play.
1 point lead at the half, 1 point lead at the start of the 4th sandwich. It is anybody's game.
Psychic hasn't been able to extend the lead, but whether you win by 1 point or 1,000, Psychic will be happy to take the W. Going to be happy to get some stamina back as well with this first timeout. If I'm him, I'm just content with calling 2 here, though. Again, leave that last timeout in your back pocket as the second one comes out.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing that again.
Imagine he's learned his lesson. Yeah, no extra timeouts here. And both players, all starters all the time. AD staying with that takeover as well.
Oh,
Oh, the late.
wow. The and one for Porzingis. And Tim takes the lead. Misses the free
Wow.
throw, though.
TurnoverTim, I mean, for how well he's been shooting threes, uncharacteristically poor from the line. So Psychic happy to only be down by 1 here. Pick and roll with the forwards for the Lakers, leaving AD in the corner. Interesting decision. Surely Psychic going to bring him back. No, just let LeBron time and space. Psychic's going to need it. 3 seconds left. Is that a charge?
Ooh.
No, it's a blocking foul. So Psychic going to shoot 2.
Yeah, that could have gone either way, honestly, Sandwich. So Psychic kind of gets away with one there. We'll tie it up with the first free throw. And takes the lead with the second. Good defense
Psychic
on that cut the
all over
basket.
it.
Yep,
Yeah,
just
all over
completely
it.
smothering that. Pass
TurnoverTim.
down
He's
low.
recognized he's got a mismatch. He's had it the whole game.
Mm.
Gonna try to go to work with it. Can't get the layup to fall on the post.
Quick
And an
foul there.
immediate foul from Tim. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the Celtics 3 guard guarding
Mm.
Psychic's power forward Anthony Davis that time, or center rather. And that takeover, you don't want to mess with it. Immediate foul to reset the matchup. Oh, AD3 ball. It's
Money!
green. Yes.
Oh, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Psychic right there. A huge stand-up 3 for AD.
Psychic staying in there, not falling for that pump fake. That's huge. More pick and roll coming out. TurnoverTim trying to do his best Psychic impression with that tall, small pick and roll, but Psychic's all over it.
5 to shoot.
He
Good
turns the
help coming
corner.
over. Mid-range
Yes,
money
sir.
is
Huge
no
stop.
good. And a huge stop for Psychic. Now is when I'm going to look for Psychic to start to slow things down. If he's able to score here in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, that will be so backbreaking for Tim.
Need good contact on this pick and roll. He's able to find it to turn the corner. More
Baby.
AD3 ball. It's off the target. Just barely rolls out.
A great shot there by Psychic. Just doesn't fall.
Psychic gonna have to continue to win through
Oh,
his
wow.
defense. A tough foul.
Got
Psychic defense
absolutely
all over
mugged
it.
there. Yeah.
True holiday there.
Makes the first. And the second. 2-point lead for Psychic.
Psychic looking to just walk the basketball up there. Yet again, that tall, small pick and roll. Decent contact. Psychic gets the paint touch and the slam.
Yep. You want to take as much time off the clock as possible, but if you get an opportunity for an easy 2, you absolutely take that. Deep 3.
Oh, this time, yeah, turnover. Tim, instant firing, but Psychic was in the airspace.
I think Tim getting a little antsy here, getting a little nervous. Now staring down a 4-point lead and Psychic with the ball.
Psychic, that mismatch. Surely the spin move, you're wondering about it. Psychic looking to line up the drop step, but LeBron James red barring. Not too much time left on the shot clock either. Just going to hop step into the paint. Last second AD3. No, the dribble drive into that mid-range shot. Bottled up, and Tim's got the rebound and a fast break on the way here. Just a 2-point game for Psychic there.
Yeah, a really good transition pass there from Tim.
Psychic looking to bury turnover Tim in the basket. Going to kick out the ball instead, and that's going to be a 3 in the key for Psychic. Taking the lengthy way, taking the long way out of the painted area that time.
Yeah, wasn't able to get out of there in time. And gets the turnover. Gives up the turnover, I should say. And Tim with a chance to take the lead or tie things up now. Great pass inside, and we will be tied up at 43. Wow, what a game, Sandwich. This may come down to last shot.
Whole lot of back and forth. Psychic gets that paint touch. He's going to... Tim conceded that 83-pointer. Psychic doesn't want it.
Oh, no.
Oh, tough turnover there. Tim with a chance to take the lead in some fast break offense. Psychic able to calm things down.
Good on-ball defense there.
So got to guard one of these pick and rolls. Psychic concedes the paint touch. Able to stop the layup. He comes up with the rebound as well.
That was a heart-pounding series of events there.
Yeah, very close for Psychic.
Every
That
champ.
time, Denny, and how is he going to get this offense? He needs contact on this screen, but turnover Tim goes way under it, ends up on Psychic's back. The jump, Psychic could have gone up, maybe finding some free throws instead. It's going to be some last second offense. 2 seconds, no time for even a pick and roll. The dribble drive at the free throw line. Off target, we are still tied up with a 50-second left to play.
Wow. Both these players unable to pull away. Oh, but that drive is good for 2. And now the pressure on Psychic. Remember, he has to win this game to bring us to Game 5. Otherwise, the series is over. AD in 3/4. Off the mark. He's got that
Oh,
Gatorade symbol. Going to be so hard to make those shots, even though it's wide open. And now Psychic needs a stop. Oh, this could be the game. Oh, 3 from the corner. A 5-point lead now for Tim. What a comeback this would be for Psychic. Only 28 seconds to work with, though. This could
would it
be
be
the game. This could be the series right here. What a massive 3 from Tim. Could seal the deal here.
Psychic inbound to LeBron. Quick trigger on the 3 ball. It's off
Ooh,
target
that
and a
could do
rebound
it.
to Tim.
Psychic unable to hit the shots down the line. That's going to be a quick foul, but Tim not even in the bonus yet, so he's going to have to inbound it again. And Psychic going to foul again immediately, and now they are in the bonus. But yeah, I think the writing's on the wall at this point. Tim knocks down the first one, and Psychic will be heading probably to the 3rd place match next week. Just have to play out these last 19 seconds. But wow, what a series sandwich. Tim taking Psychic almost all the way to Game 5. Puts Austin Reeves back in the game, is fully rested, but it's not going to matter. That one off the mark as well. And Psychic not even going to bother fouling at this point. That will be GG's. Tim will take it in 4. Congratulations to him. He's going to be moving on to the championship game. Psychic will have another shot to get a 3rd place trophy next week. Wow, what a series sandwich.
I mean, best of 5, so already longer than usual. Psychic gave us a bonus game. I mean, so close to sending us to a Game 5 as well. But yeah, as you mentioned, Denny, the hunt for the hardware not over yet. Psychic with a chance to bring the 3rd place trophy home to post next week.
Yeah, so we'll be back next Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Me and Sandwich right here, twitch.tv/postuesports. Psychic going to be in the 3rd place match. You don't want to miss that one. Chance for another podium finish for Post University Esports. Until then, we'll see you guys later. I do want to mention one more thing before I close the stream. We have our Rocket League team is in the National Championship Tournament for the NECC. That's going to start this Friday with the round of 16 at 6 p.m. So make sure to tune in for that. That is actually going to be our next game. So Friday at 6, Rocket League round of 16 for the National Championship. And then we'll be right back here for more 2K action on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys on Friday.